Hello everyone, we're about to play some more KotOR. So when we last left off, I became a Jedi consular, and I took off my armor. I'm wearing my ridiculous smuggler outfit. Let's see if this guy over here will want to talk to us now. Not him. This guy.
Why are you bothering me?
No? Okay. Okay, we have to go cleanse the taint. That could be taken more than one way.
The council has decreed you may come.
I apologize for putting the image of cleansing a taint into your mind.
You know those stones to the east of here? I heard they did some digging and found they aren't natural. I don't understand why the Jedi Council are hiding here. Shouldn't they be helping the Republic?
Please be careful on the plains, apprentice. Cat hound.
Oh great, we get to have another therapy session.
Yes, what's on your mind?
I want to continue our discussion from before.
I thought I said I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Do you think you'd feel better if you discussed it?
Not particularly. I guess it wouldn't hurt exactly either, though I don't know why you're so interested. When I think of all the men who betrayed us, the one that stands out above all of them is the one that I respected the most. Saul.
You say that name like I should know it.
You don't. I thought everyone did. But Admiral Saul Karath is the commander of the entire Sith fleet. He's half the reason Malak has done so well in the war. Saul was my commanding officer back when the Mandalorian Wars first began. He taught me everything about being a soldier, and I looked up to him. Saul approached me before he left. He talked to me about how the Republic was on the losing side and about how I should start thinking of my survival. I know now that he was trying to recruit me into the Sith, but I couldn't have conceived of it back then. I argued with him and he got angry and he left. I never saw him again.
You didn't think he would betray the Republic?
Saul was my mentor. He led us to so many victories against the Mandalorians. I mean, even when things looked to be at their worst, I couldn't conceive of it. He couldn't be serious. I was wrong, of course. He not only left us for the Sith, he gave them the codes to bypass our scanners. I remember waking up as the first of the Sith bombers snuck past our defenses and began destroying half of our docked ships. I knew right away what had happened. I mean, I could have stopped him. I could have stopped it all.
Do you really believe that?
I don't know, maybe. He might have killed me if I tried, or I might have killed him. I was stupid, however, and I let him go. No, I fought Saul for years now, and if I ever catch up to him, he will regret what he's done. He will regret it.
I'd do the same thing in your shoes.
Well, there's more to the story, I guess. But I don't want to talk about it right now. Let's go.
Okay then.
It is good sometimes
I
to
found
stop
Nemo.
and reflect on the beauty of nature
Sorry.
and the Force. I am sorry. I tend to get carried away. I do not believe we have met, apprentice. My name is Nemo. Is there something I can help you with?
I've been given a task by the Council.
Indeed. What is it you would like from me?
What do you know of the Tainted Grove?
The Council has told you nothing of the Grove?
No, they have not.
Then it would not be my place to explain its significance. But as the light side can be embodied in living beings, so can the dark. The Grove can be found to the south and east in the plains, but be wary of Cathounds. They may be agitated by the power in the Grove. Is there something else I can help you with?
I have a question about Dantooine.
Very well. What is it you wish to know?
Master Jery said that there are caves on Dantooine with lightsaber crystals.
Ah, yes, those caves. Those caves are dangerous for the unwary. Kinreth spiders infest the places. They are attracted by the colors and heat given off by the crystals, I think. It is a pity. Those caves are strong with the Force. Is there something else I can help you with?
I'd like to know about you.
About me? I am truly flattered. What is it you wish to know?
What kind of a name is Nemo, anyway?
The importance you put in a name is misleading, young one. You, of all people, should remember that. Is there something else I can help you with?
Who are you?
As I have said, I believe, my name is Nemo. I am here by the will of the Jedi Council.
You're a Jedi?
Indeed, my young friend, that I am. I have served the Council for many years, and have seen many apprentices pass through this enclave.
Are you a member of the Jedi Council? Actually, I already know he's not, but I'll ask it anyway.
I think perhaps you place an undue importance on rank and hierarchy. Understandable, but regrettable also. We each serve in our place, high or low. Is there something else I can help you with? Very. Ah, you can find 2 stores here at the Enclave. Eratech has opened both a general supply store and a droid facility, and I think you will. The supply store is run by a Twi'lek named. The
already know
droid
about
repair facility is managed by KotOR. Is there?
I'll be going now.
I hope your time is.
Whoa, what just happened? Why did I get all that experience? Let's talk to Gar.
Greetings, friend. I think I can safely assume you are a member of the Jedi Order. Has the Council agreed to hear our petition?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Oh, I see. I am mistaken. How may I be of assistance?
Who are you?
My name is Gar. Me and my fine wife, Rilke, here,
A pleasure.
live on one of the northern farms. But the Kath Hounds and the Mandalorian problem has been getting really bad of late, and we're here to ask the Jedi Council to help.
You mentioned Cathounds.
Recently, the Kath Hounds have been acting much more aggressively. They've even attacked some of the settlers. Those Mandalorian raiders have been milking the outlying farms dry, too. I hear John got hit really bad. Too bad about his daughter. I'm not sure exactly what the Council will do about it, but we need some help with this. I only hope they'll listen to me. Is there anything else you require?
Mandalorians here.
Ever since the Republic beat them years ago, little groups have been roaming all over the place. With the Sith invasion, the Republic doesn't have the manpower to hunt them down. The Jedi are even worse off because Malak has been hunting them specifically. They're worried that he might even be supporting these raiders, so don't want to face them directly. That puts us in a kind of hard situation. Is there anything else I can help you with?
What can you tell me about Dantooine?
Well, as you can see, Dantooine is mostly plains and grassland, but it has a nice hearty soil. A lot of new people have come in the last generation or so. Well, the ones you'll most likely hear about are the Sandrils and the Matalis. Big, wealthy landowners, both of them. But Alan Matali and Nurik Sandril just can't seem to get along. And now Alan wants to get the council to do something.
Do something? Has something happened?
Well, from what I hear, it started about a week ago. See, Nurik's son, Cassis, is an archaeologist. Great lad, too, but he disappeared. Nurik, of course, blamed Alan, but even he didn't take it before the council. But now, Alan's son, Shen, has disappeared as well, and no one knows where he's gone. Alan blames Nurik. He thinks he's kidnapped his son. I don't know exactly what he wants to ask the council, but from what I know of Alan, he's probably going to be after blood. Is there anything else? Farewell, then. May the Force be with you. Is that how it goes? Yes. May the Force be with you.
Hello. I'm afraid I'm not very good at explaining things. If you have any questions, please ask my husband.
Are you a Jedi? How long can you people continue to sit by and claim you protect us? Protectors? Ha! You sit in your enclave safe from the Mandalorians while we suffer.
What are you talking about?
Those Mandalorian brutes have killed my daughter. They came to our land demanding our livelihood. But Ilsa, my Ilsa, said no.
They killed her.
There was nothing I could do. Too many of the Mandalorians and their Duros allies. I've come here to ask you, please, Master Jedi, stop these raiders and get revenge for my daughter.
I'll protect you and your fellow settlers.
I will give you all I have. Just please, annihilate them from the face of this planet.
Well, I'm pretty good at killing, so...
If you are seeking information, perhaps the Jedi Council.
Arlen Matali likes to lord his wealth over the rest of us. What I wouldn't give for him to eat his own words. His son seems like a nice boy, though.
Kani. Hello, Kani.
La boda ni winki smak toma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek.
What happened to you?
Kuya mi just kuna chitanai. Yina kun ba marulira rachikun. Slimo pandona. Mundi hadonga chihonkabi. Uba batu kochi. Tong nong bong shang yung yang. Yatuka ulwan kinkuna ba murira rachikun. Mucha shanpanpa. La boda ni winki smak toma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek.
I must be going now. It's not good form to ask refugees to give you something.
Did you hear about the young Jedi girl from a couple days ago? I heard she hurt her master pretty bad. The Council's been telling us not to go near the stones to the east. Just as well, the Kath hounds near there seem a lot more vicious.
Please be careful on the plains, apprentice. Careful.
Please be careful.
Dantooine looks peaceful enough, but packs of Kath hounds roam these plains. We need to keep our guard up while we're out here.
That's not in the vanilla game, I don't think. A little line of dialogue that just happened. I wonder if I'll get dialogue if I pair Karth up with Canderous. Canderous kind of sucks at this point. He's not too bad. Doesn't have quite the attack bonus that Karth has. Yeah, his 2-hit is not great. But we'll see. Plus 10, that's not bad. So like I have like no strength, but and now it's a little bit better. Just a little bit though, it's not that much.
Greetings, young Jedi. I wonder if you could assist me.
Stop pointing a gun at her.
I seem to have lost my companion, you see?
Your companion.
We were working on my farm to the north of here. I was working in the garden outside, and he was working inside. I heard the door to the house open, but not close. I went to see and found it wide open. I searched everywhere and could not find him. I worry so much. I need him back so badly. I wonder if he... Could he have been kidnapped?
It is possible.
Maybe it was the Mandalorians. Or maybe Kath hounds. But no, Kath hounds are not intelligent enough to open doors. Although they have been more vicious lately. No, it must have been someone who could open the door by himself. Come to think of it, the door was locked.
Could someone have bypassed the lock?
No, the door was undamaged and showed no signs of tampering.
Could it have been opened from the inside?
Well, yes it could have, but he had no reason to run away. His programming...
Your missing companion is a droid.
Well, yes, he is a droid, but he is very valuable to me all the same. He's the last piece of my poor passed-away husband that I have left. He is very dear to me, my precious is. I don't know what I'd do without him. He's the only companionship I have on all of Dantooine.
What exactly did you... well, that's a prying question. You live alone with this droid?
He is a personal assistance droid. My husband was a genius at constructing droids. He made this one capable of taking care of me for the rest of my life. As the last legacy of my husband, for my own personal ease of mind, I need him back. His absence gnaws at me like a gaping wound.
Wow, she really misses her droid, doesn't she?
Please, I beg of you, return my droid to me.
I will help him. I will help you find your droid.
Thank you. Thank you, Master Jedi. If you find him, please send him home to me. I need him so much.
Good old Adam Larp. Noble, are you?
Baba Hassan Shan. Noba Mulira Tilai Kuka. Chiwa Aita Kan Kicha na Chupornibo. Kun Mulira Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha. Agi Inko Tune.
You're trying to sell me something, aren't you?
Tong Hitwama Aki Inko Tune. Or Tong Hitwama Ji Aki Inko Tune. Tong Fano Kun. No neck. Chiwa Aita Kan Kicha na Chupornibo. Uchua Penki. Tong Hitwama Ji Human Acting Inkatune.
Let me see what you're selling.
Baba Hassan Shan.
Damn, that's expensive. It's not even very good. You can't even have a dexterity bonus. It's not even upgradable. It sucks. He doesn't have any good pistols. That's a shame. Doesn't have any med packs. Man. I'm gonna sell him some stuff. I'll sell him a few of these. One of these. One of these. That's about it. Incoming. Wonder if I can... Oh, I don't have my stealth field generator. Project's built. Oh well, that's fine.
What? You asked for this! Yeah? What? This is how'd you like that?
Cathons are pretty weak. Not a big deal. I could be fighting them with my lightsaber since they're so easy to hit. I'm sure there's some people that want to see me use my lightsaber. So this is for you. My lightsaber skill is going to be pretty garbage in this playthrough. As you can see, it's plenty good for Cathhounds. I get to have an extra attack because I have,
Yeah, what are you?
I still can't move. Damn it. I hate this glitch. Alright. I might be in trouble. Alright, Karth, use a good feat.
Sure. Die! Time to rumble! Down you go!
Critical strike gives you a small chance to stun. That's always good. What's not good is that Canderous is wounded. That's okay. He can heal. Here's a place we're going to be going to later. Alright, I think this is the way to the Grove. Yeah, you gotta go south first. This is one of my favorite planets in the game. I just love all this open land and stuff. It's cool. Man, Canderous needs some better feats. His feats really suck.
Huh?
Whoops. Alright. Let's keep the speed going. So I don't really have to kill all these Cath Hounds, but it gives me experience. Aha, stunned. And now I'm stuck. Cool. I'm gonna try to sneak up on these guys. So my 2 hit is plus 12 with a pistol. It's plus 14 with this. This is clearly the better option. And here's the Grove. I'll go to the Metalli residence later. Oh, look at that, Uriaz. That's added by the restored content. I wonder if they fight each other. No, I guess they don't. The Uriaz are friendly. Oh yeah, they do. Look, thing. Looks like they're fighting.
What?
We need to buy some more med packs.
Yeah? Sure.
I'm going through them pretty quick. Alright, so this is where we're going to be having our big battle. Should probably alternate saves. That's probably the best way to go about this. Can I get the remains first? Mandalorian melee shield, that's useful.
I will be your doom!
Here we have the source of the taint. Should probably put on a good energy shield, like a really good one. This Arcanian. So she can deflect my blaster bolts. It's gonna make this a little bit difficult.
You are strong. Stronger than me, even in my darkness.
Why did you attack me?
I am Juhani, and this is my grove. This is the place of my dark power. This is the place you have invaded. When I embraced the dark side, this is where I sought my solace. It is mine.
You embraced the dark side. Why?
When I slew my master, Quatra, I knew I could never go back. And now I revel in my dark power. Power enough to crush the life from someone such as you. Or so I had thought.
The dark side is never powerful enough.
What is it you want? Why do you bother me?
I was sent by the council to cleanse the taint from this grove.
The council has sent you here to kill me. Why then, when you bested me so easily, did you not simply finish your task? Is it not apparent that I can never be saved?
I have no desire to kill you, Juhani.
You do not? I am pathetic. I sit here and think myself to be great by embracing the dark side, but I am nothing. There is no way I could be turned back. I always thought they held me back, or jealous of my power. This is only because I was not good enough to meet their standards. I never have been.
Come now, Juhani. You're a beautiful young woman who has much talent.
I thank you for your kind words, Jedi. I seem to still have much to learn, both about being a Jedi and about myself. But I wish the cost of my ignorance had not been so high. I wish that my master had not suffered because of me.
It's not your fault, Juhani.
I only wish things could have been different. If she were alive now,
That kind of is her fault.
so much I would
Oh
say
well.
to her. So much I would apologize for. How can the council ever take me back with what I have done? Striking my master down in anger is unforgivable.
Do not worry, Juhani. They will surely take you back.
I should convince them that I am truly repentant, that I am willing to forsake the dark side. And maybe, just maybe, they would accept me back. Do you think they would? Could it be possible after what I have done?
Of course it would. They would always accept you back.
I thank you, Master Jedi. I will return to the council then. I shall submit myself to their judgment and hope they will forgive me. Again, I thank you. I am sure I will hear great things about you in the future.
Persuade makes that whole part extremely easy. But if you don't have high enough persuade, you have to actually pick all of the correct dialogue options. Which is a bit more interesting because, you know, it involves your actual reasoning abilities. But I figured since I have the persuade skill, I might as well use it.
That'll show you. You
Strike cameras. Soak up that damage. Canderous is just the perfect melee guy. Should probably give Karth better rapid shot. Or implant. It's hard to decide. Yeah, we'll go with that. Try it. See if this does a sneak attack.
Time to rumble. How'd you like that?
Oh jeez.
Die!
Got him.
How'd you like that?
Mandalorian data pad. Vibro double blade. Strength amplifier, very good. So Canderous has 18 strength. Oh, now he has 18 strength because I just gave him that.
What?
Another Mandalorian data pad. What does my journal say? You have encountered some Mandalorian raiders. Taking Dantooine and slaying them, they did not seem as organized or as powerful as you have been led to believe. Perhaps you have not met their most powerful members. What does the datapad say? This isn't upgradable. Dang it. It's hard to find an upgradable double-bladed melee weapon. Jarg. Did you remember not to take the XT model bike out today? There was something funny with one of the intakes, and I thought it could jam. Ha! Consider yourself lucky. If someone was dumb enough to take that thing out, he would have plowed right into the ground within a kilometer. Jarg went missing in Sector B, then Riza saw something moving south of here. Take a couple of troops and find out who it is. If it looks suspicious, terminate. So I can transit. I don't need to be using med packs. So I could just go straight back to the Jedi Council, but I want to see if I can kill some more Mandalorians. I'll explore a little bit more. Excuse me, Karth. I'm kind of stuck to you.
Ready?
Huh? What?
I'll leave those Kath hounds alone for now. Unless they don't leave us alone.
You asked for this!
Get him, Canderous.
You asked for this! How'd you like that? Time to rumble!
Oh, there's this thing.
Achuta. Unga could be stupid.
Who are you? What? I can't hear you over the waterfall. You have to speak louder. Sorry, I keep touching my headset. What do you want me to do?
Dolpa da bonqualeo gondonan chuchut. Kachi tunga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pamule rachi kunga di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tunking ba. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pamulera chikun runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba ka chikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pamulera chikun. Slimo podona.
Is there anything else I should know?
Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek tukning chatukune mule muchashat pakant kiye no dama paule rat.
I do like this part. I just don't know how fun it would be to actually watch.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Rickard Lusoff. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here.
Tell me what happened.
Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in?
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me?
Should I have?
I guess under the circumstances, no. Well, I presume you wish to hear my story, then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, and all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead.
Did you see the killer?
And I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
So, what do you want to know?
What did you see happen?
Well, I was out hunting Iriaz south of here, and I saw one over by the bridge. The sun was pretty much right behind it, though, so I couldn't see it none too clearly. I shot, and when I came over here, I found Handon standing over the body, holding his side. There wasn't an Iriaz in sight, and I think he might have taken it. Calder must have been hunting it himself, because there was a rifle lying close to the body. Baluk's got that now. Mine, too. I want that back.
I want to ask you something else.
So, what do you...
Why were you out here?
I told you already, didn't I? Was hunting some Iriaz. Haven't seen many in the area recently, what with those Kath hounds acting up. But they're still around. Was in my blind a little south of here when I spotted one, like I said before. I shot, pow, went down. But when I come over here, there's Handon standing over the body and the Iriaz was gone. Now, I don't have nothing to do with this, so can I go now?
I want to ask you something else.
So?
Luke said you're limping. Are you hurt?
Well, I kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious. Right.
How can I be of further...
You're holding your side. Are you injured?
Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bathtub. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that. Of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
So both of these guys seem pretty suspicious. He's apparently shot from behind with a blaster.
Greetings, apprentice. You must be the one Master Baluk has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here on Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Koldanetic, Ricard Lusov, and Handon Gould. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Netic. Is there any information you require?
What did you find out about the body?
My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about these planes.
These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Iriaz are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Calf hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by calf hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
So, what do you... Well, I was out, I shot, and when I came over here, I found Handon standing over the... Calder must have been hunting at him.
Tell me what happened here.
Nita poetic chikun ida ta kunjus takmiki grabul mogo. Kachichui runda di hotonga kun hankabi. One kachikun ida hodonga.
I want to discuss the murder.
Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Ta kunjus takmiki grabul mogo. Kachichui ita bodunga. Tolbabank. Waleo gachida badawana ni dibobo. Tong na bungsha ni nunya. Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonk waleo gando na chuchu. Muchashak pakat. Kiye no namapaole rachi.
Rickard is lying. It was cloudy, there was no sun glare.
Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwaleo gandona chuchut. Kachi chui ta kunjus takmiki grabul mogo. Kachi chui ta bodunga. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulerachi. Muchashak pakat.
Okay. So, motive.
So, what do you want to...
Did you know the victim?
Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slime ball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife.
I want to ask you something else.
So?
Why would someone want to kill him?
You Jedi are so predictable, always seeing some greater purpose behind everything, when the simple answer is usually the right one. Can't you see that it must have been Handon? I found him standing over the damned body. I don't know why this is causing you so much trouble. You almost seem as lost as this Bullock guy.
That's all for now.
Right.
How can I be of further...
Did you know the victim?
I knew him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a reputation. Very inconsiderate of family, I heard. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him.
No one says you killed him yet.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated. Why must we remain here? Can't you see that Rickard must have shot him?
I want to ask you something else.
How can I be of further...
Why would someone want to kill him?
Well, you see, Calder was involved in some pretty sordid business from time to time. More often than not, I've heard. Disreputable business practices, even more disreputable clients. I've even heard he had dealings with a hut here on Dantooine. Now, I bet you're wondering if I had any reasons to kill the man, but I tell you, I hardly knew him. I saw him once or twice, yes, and I've heard some pretty unkind things about him, but certainly nothing that would make me want to kill him. How can I... Of course.
If the droid couldn't tell us anything. I can't move.
Is there any other...
What can you tell me about Calder and Handon?
The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gould. Is there any other...
Oh, so you did kind of know him.
According to the municipal authorities near the Darrow spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you... Very well.
How can I be of further...
You knew Calder better than you admit. You rented a speeder with him.
But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in given the opportunity, but I would not kill him.
Punch his face in? Why?
My wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. Of course, of course.
I seem to remember him saying... I don't remember him saying punch his face in. I thought the line was knock his block off. I mean, if that was changed.
So, what do you want?
You thought Calder was cheating you.
Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are. Right.
How can I be a...
You wanted to kill Calder for having an affair with your wife.
Knock his block off, maybe,
oh,
sure.
Okay,
Not
that's
kill
why
him.
he says it.
I hope you don't find that incriminating. You know, normally I'm not prone to outbursts like that, but Calder, Mr. Nettic, he was not a very nice person. Not a very nice person to me or my family. I had had my suspicions for several weeks, but had no proof until 2 days ago. It seems Calder was seeing my wife, right under my nose, no less.
Well, if you can't keep her, it's your own fault.
But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. Of course.
So, You Jedi. I don't. Right.
Is there any?
I don't think there's anything else. I want to discuss the murder. Hamden is lying. He knew his wife was cheating on him.
돌바방 원래 오간다 나루 추추 모게샤 본가 카치군 이다하던가 이킹쿠노 무주샷 박한 기노.
Okay, time to talk about the blaster.
So, what do you want?
What about the weapon?
That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had.
Ichanis make delicate weapons with too little firepower. Lightweight stuff, if you ask me.
That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's.
What of Canderous and his little chime-ins?
How can I be of further assistance?
What do you know about the weapon?
That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous cath hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance? Of course.
So. That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for. Always wished I could.
Ichanis make.
That blaster ain't it, though. Right.
Okay, so that matches up with the story about the blaster being stolen.
Is there any other
There's a report about Hamden's blaster being stolen.
I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information you need?
Maybe it wasn't stolen.
We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information
It was
you need?
stolen, but maybe not from Hamden.
Very well.
Then who was it stolen from?
How can I be of further? That blaster was hardly even an. How can I be?
So, what do you want? That blaster? Oh,
Ichani's.
That.
Okay, never mind. So he did not report it being stolen. Well, we know it didn't belong to the victim. We can't really say for sure who it belonged to. No, I'm not. Don't condescend to me, fucker. He lied about it being stolen. Okay, blood sample.
Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about the blood sample.
I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the Enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? Very.
It belonged to Calder. Both of these men are wounded, so it could belong to either of them.
How can I be of further... Injured? No.
So, what do you want to...
Let's see.
How can I be of... Yeah, I had my...
Well, if you...
But it... I was...
Now what?
Is there any...
Tong abom sha umnina wanga kumbis king
It did not belong to the victim.
Lunga di hotonga kun hankabi.
It's Handon's blood.
Hakupa chekopa.
He's clutching his side.
Lunga di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching pala.
Hey, what are you doing?
Jidaba the wana ni dibobo. Tong na bungsha nununya. Tong patukas telea. Ta kunjus takmiki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogasha ponka.
Nope, they're both guilty.
Lunga di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tong king bam. Tong abom sha umnina. Wanga kun bez king balemuraya. Johnny yon tun.
What possible motive could Rickard have had? Okay, so Rickard thought Calder was cheating him in business.
Ta kunjus takmiki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogasha ponka bola wana. Kachikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pamulera chikun. Slimo podona. Lunga di hodonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tung ba nunotek. Togning tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundong.
Damn you. Damn both of you.
Ta kunjus takmiki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ita bodunga. Dolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu.
You did good. You might just make a proper Jedi yet. Who knows?
Achuta. Wonga kun bis dolpi kiko.
Alright, Karth, he's supportive.
Tong patugas.
So, decent amount of XP. Alright, so next time there'll probably be a lot less talking and a lot more shooting, because that's probably what you enjoy seeing more in a video. So I will see you then.